Good morning, dear Swissies. Today I will show you moody Grindelwald, and I will give you a proof that it is as beautiful as on a beautiful day.
But first we take the bus up to Bussalp. At over 2000 meters it has snowed again, as you clearly can see. On days like this, you never know what you're going to get. In the mountains, the weather changes quickly. But of course, I hope I can show you some beautiful early autumn impressions. Some cows are still on the Alps, not as high as before, but there seems to be still lush grass. The higher we get, the foggier it becomes, but sometimes it's just different layers of clouds, and now and then they give again some visibility.
We are now at Bussalp and our Postauto goes down, and we do the same in a few minutes. Rasta is already ready.
The flowers up here at 1800 meters don't look as fresh as they did a few weeks ago. And also the meadows are no longer green up here. It's clear to see, winter is taking back its land. My faithful companion Rasta loves these lonely hikes in the Alps. Here he can sniff to his heart's content, run and mark everywhere that he was here. Soon he will give these markings again in color. But first he has to make order in the stream. Rasta will be 9 years old in January next year. This is already a very proud age for a dog. So in human years he will be already 70. You don't see it in his face, do you? I think that exactly such hikes keep him fit. And although he is actually an old dog, he has kept his waggishness. We should all do that. Here you can see an example of how important it is that dogs learn to walk over different surfaces at a young age. Such bridges exist from time to time on hikes.
It is hunting season in Switzerland. That means the hunters, they go into the forest, up to the mountains, and they're looking for deers, they're looking for chamois and ibex, so they can regulate the population of them. And that means we have to be very careful when we hike around so that they don't think Rasta is a white wolf, right? So when we are in the forest, especially in the forest, Rasta is mostly on the leash.
Oh, I think these sheep also just thought that a white wolf is coming. They're a little bit afraid.
It's still foggy. I'm still waiting for the moment, so yeah, when the clouds disappear, the Eiger is coming up, and yeah, but I guess you need some time today.
When I am on hikes like this, the first thing I do at home is to check the Meteo Swiss app. On this you can see the rain and cloud animation of Switzerland, and this can be very helpful with the planning. Nevertheless, you see the weather best when you are outside. Rasta has found again a stream to which he wants to tell his opinion. Don't ask me what's going on in his head here. Unfortunately, the hoped-for brightening still does not come. Nevertheless, I enjoy this moody weather, because the hope is still there that I get this one bright moment, That makes it so exciting for me. We walk past a few cows that have probably wondered what we are doing here in this weather. Even the trees are already autumn to look at. The leaves are now coloring quickly, and soon they will be together to a carpet of leaves.
Now the area is coming with the nice trees. They have such good looking trees here. Amazing. Whee! The trees are already changing their colors, but I think we need to go again in about 2 weeks, because then, boom, everything is yellow and orange and red and yes, we shouldn't miss it. Yay! We can almost see the peak of the Eiger. Maybe we are lucky later. But anyway, it's nice, isn't it?
We are not far from Grindelwald now. The lower we get, the more cowbells we hear. Here the cows are still grazing the last blades of grass before they go back into the valley. Maybe you heard it from the news. Europe and also Switzerland may have energy problems this winter. Therefore, many are building now solar panels on their roofs to be able to produce part of the electricity independently. Yes, also in the Alps. If you want the exact hiking route or all the informations like which bus we took from where, which parking lot is recommended, which time is the best to go, then check out my Patreon blog. There I write detailed articles about my trips. So you get there a lot of tips and you support me so with a small contribution. Unfortunately, we did not have many wow effects, but at least we could see that autumn is nearby, and I will go back in about 2 weeks to show you the amazing colors of the trees here, okay? But I hope you enjoyed it, huh? If not, maybe you watch it again. Yeah, and then you change your opinion, huh? You never know. But stop! I'm not giving up hope quite yet. Something is happening in the cloud cover. It could be that we get a bright moment after all. Sometimes you just have to wait a little bit longer, and you just have to be a little bit more patient, and then you will see this. What a play of colors! It was so worth it not to go home right after the hike. Even though I love these foggy hikes, so a bit of mountains with some snow just looks very pretty. It was worth waiting for these moments, wasn't it? Thank you very much for staying tuned until here. The next video will probably come again from winter.